At Nagico, the things that matter to you matter to us. Like your boat when you're at sea and you get away from everything. Your home and the security of your daughter's things. And the car that you've had for too long, but after all these years, you just can't let go. At Nagico, we're about much more than just insurance. We're about the big things and the small things that mean everything.
The Labour Party is taking the Minister of Labour Vance Amri to task over poor handling of the health concern raised by workers at the Labour Department. The Labour Department have since relocated from its previous office on New Street to the Ursula Amri building on Victoria Road due to air quality issues. Dr. Terence Drew has repeatedly said in the media and at Labour Party press conferences that the health situation at the office was less than desirable and that employees complained of mold in the building. He said the Labour Minister and Permanent Secretary were reluctant to address these concerns until recently.
I want the nation to know that the Honourable Vance Amri had access to the report that the Bureau of Standards had made with respect to the air quality. And he sat on it. The PS and Vance Amri violated the rights of the workers in the Labour Department, their families, and the public at large, because people were knowingly exposed to unhealthy environmental conditions. Why do I say this? Because the report was made available. Many of the workers in the Labour Department are complaining of health issues. I know of one person who had to go overseas to receive further treatment.
At a Labour Party press conference on Wednesday, Dr. Drew demanded an apology from the authorities to the workers on how they handled this matter.
And at this point, I want to call on P.S. Collins and the Minister of Labour, the Honourable Vance Amri, and the Prime Minister by extension, to apologize to the workers of the Labour Department, to their families, and to the country, and to extend it even more, to bring justice to them. All medical expenses should be paid by this government, and to ensure that they are well taken care of. I am calling on this government to have them see infectious disease specialists and pulmonologists who are specialists in respiratory health to ensure that there are no lifelong consequences to these workers who were so affected and their families.
Meanwhile, chairperson of the Labour Party, Marcella Liebert, also bemoaned the minister's handling of this matter.
Vance Amri, who, by the way, is the worst Minister of Labour that I have ever seen in this country. They complain of the sickness. Workers wrote and asked to be transferred, and guess what? They were told no department wants them, so they may have to be terminated. But it all blew up in their face. And so, in the end, they had to move the entire staff out of there and find another place to house the Labour Department. Vance Amri went to Parliament. And he accused the workers of playing politics and trying to embarrass the government. They're not really sick. He questioned the doctors who gave them the sick leave and said maybe they need to get a second opinion. Meanwhile, some workers have up to 45% mold in their body from tests that they've done at Avalon. 23%, 19%, and up to 45% mold in their bodies.
Labour Minister Vance Amri said in a sitting of the National Assembly last month that the staff was relocated after some employees raised concerns about the indoor air quality in the building that they were previously housed in. He suggested that when the government took office, they relocated the Labour office because of the poor condition of where the workers were housed. I'm Chantel Rochester for SKN Newsline.